Travis with UTV Window Tint. Today I'm going to talk about the window tint darkness and what you should pick for your machine. So this is just a disclaimer. You have to look into state law. Here in Wisconsin, we're under what the DNR is going to do. We're not quite sure yet. The DNR has released the fact that they're going to do something with window tint law. They just haven't made specifications. But I get this question all the time owning UTV window tint. What darkness should I do? So let me start off with this. Any GMC pickup truck, any Dodge, any Ford, anything domestic pickup truck made in the US is almost always got 20% on the back window. So that's a rough judgment. If you're watching this video, you're unsure, 20% is going to be the most common kit I sell. And you can reference that by looking at the back of your F-150, Ram 1500, whatever it is, that's 20% typically. So with that being said, on this particular machine, we did 20% on the front, 5% on the rear, 20% on this back glass, and then the 35% on the windshield. Now, the thing about UTVs is all the glass, with the exception of the windshield, is very flat. If you look at automotive glass, it almost always has a slight curve to it. The reason that it has a slight curve to it is the fact that that is going to stop some of the light reflection that you're going to get. So that curve is going to take that light reflection away. That's why windshields are always bubbled or curved in some form. So with that being said, I noticed, this is my machine. I noticed with my machine with no tint on it, the first time I rode it was at night, I got glare off the radio screen. So you're going to get that even on untinted glass. Now, while you tint the glass, and the darker you tint the glass, the more that's going to reflect and the more that you're going to notice that and be blinded by that, per se. So interior lights will add to that. Some of the Polaris machines come with interior lights. That's going to amplify that. So if you go with 5%, it is going to be harder to see out of. So what you want to think about when getting your tint is not only the legal aspect of what your state law is, but am I going to be riding a lot at night? Am I going to have more exterior light? You know, like, am I going to have light bars to see out the windshield? Do I have good headlights? All those things are going to play a role. If you want to play it safe, 35 gives you a mild darkness all the way around the machine with either a 70% on the windshield or a 50% on the windshield. That's going to give you a really good darkness, and that's going to not interfere with you if you're going to ride at night. Now, if you just want it dark, this 20% looks really good. I don't notice too much terrible reflection with this. I haven't rode terribly much at night, but I haven't noticed that much over the factory. Now you are going to get it, you're substituting the look of the machine for the reflection, so you really have to determine what you're going to use the machine at, how much you're going to be night riding, how much you mind that reflection. I don't seem to get that too much off of. I'm going to show you a couple clips of the inside. It's about an hour before sunset when this was filmed, and I just kind of took a film of what I was seeing, and you can hardly notice that the windshield's tinted, and that is a 35%. So with that being said, the most common tint that we send out is going to be this 20%, followed by like a 35. I've noticed that a lot of the CFMoto guys are doing 5% all the way around. So that's their choice. Obviously they're doing something dark on the windshield, whether it be a 20 or a 35 or even a 50. 50 on the windshield, I have this on my personal pickup truck. 50 on the windshield of my personal pickup truck is not that bad. I actually really like that. It's a Super Duty, it's got really good headlights, so that doesn't affect it too much. I do notice that it does decrease visibility. The harder it is to see in is also the harder it is to see out. So think about that when you're ordering your window tint, that you want to make sure that you're ordering the right tint for your specifications. If you just want clear windows, no hassle from police, good heat rejection, Apex 70% is going to be your best bet. It's going to offer crystal clear windows. You're going to hardly tell that it's tinted, and it's going to offer amazing heat rejection. So that's an option. But if you want the look of a tinted machine, I would definitely say even a 50%. We had a customer the other day come in, do a 50% on his machine. Still looked really good, honestly. It's not going to be as dark as this. It's not going to be the murdered out look, but it still looked good. So if you guys have any questions on the window tint, this is something that I get a question very frequently. Follow us. We're gonna release a bunch of window tint. We're building this CFMoto. We've already done lift, wheels, and tires. So follow us along for these videos. If you have any questions, my contact information's on the website, UtvWindowTint.com. Check it out there. My name is Travis. You can contact me directly. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys are in any need of any kits from Can-Am Defenders, CFMoto U10s and U10 Pro XLs, or anything Polaris 1000, 1500, ADV, ADV5, they're all on the website. Kawasaki guys, the films on the website. So check it out at UtvWindowTint.com, and we'll see you on the next video.